Asha.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
I'm good, Mama. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. Look, I got speakers. I hooked you up to speakers.
Look what I got, a heater. A heater.
You guys be
I just got it. It came during the 9:15 class, and I almost ripped my front door open and ripped the box open and turned it on. I was freezing.
I got to get a heater next. Well, I have this one, but it's so loud.
$30.
Huh?
I got it from Amazon. It was like $30.
$30? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it.
You want me to send you the one I got so you have it?
Yeah, that would be cool. Thank you.
Because I was looking online, and a lot of the ship dates weren't until like May 15th.
I know. Like, what is going on?
I'm like, by that point, I'm going to be back in the studio. So I was messing around with Suzanne. I said, FYI, if you go to the studio and the little space heater's missing, I have already robbed it because I can't take it. She was like, well, you can go take it. She's like, if you want it, borrow it. So she went online and looked for me. She's like, don't you have Prime? And I said, I do, but it kept saying the ship dates were like mid-May. And this one I think I ordered it. I was down the shore, so it had to be over the weekend, I think Sunday. And then it was supposed to come tomorrow, and it came today.
Yeah, why is that? Why are they all like so late?
I don't know. I think they're like doing essential, like they're delivering essential purchases first. So they were putting all like non-essential stuff on the back burner.
That makes sense.
I don't know, but
not unless you want to pay like extra, extra, extra to get it there in 2 days.
Well, if your
That's
heater broke and you need a heater, it's essential, right? Like if my heater broke, I would need a heater. So I guess everybody's definition of essential could be different. But
Well, you know what's killing me? My husband takes Pepcid every day for his acid reflux because he had to switch from Zantac. So he switched. Well, you know, since they put on the news that helps with coronavirus,
oh
he
yeah,
can't find any.
right. Yeah,
He went on Amazon,
I did.
$49.
Yeah,
God.
it's like those individual sellers are gouging the third
Yep.
party sellers.
Yep.
Yeah, because in the beginning of all this, I was looking for like toilet paper and people were selling toilet paper by like $70 a roll. Who's
Yeah.
paying? I'm not paying that.
No, neither am I. I'll go next door. I'll go across the street, Leanne, put two rolls out on the front porch. When I get some, I'll give you 2 back. You know what I mean? That's what I'll do. She would do it, you know?
I found some today on Walmart.com. They had like a 72 of Charmin for like $17, $18.
That's not bad.
But I didn't know when it was gonna arrive. And then I was like, well, I don't need any, so I shouldn't order it yet. If they have it now, they'll have it next week when maybe I'll need it. I'll leave it here for someone else. But I was happy to find it.
That's what I was doing in the beginning. Then when I needed it, I couldn't find it.
Ugh.
Right.
But my mom goes, because my mom's a senior citizen and she's still working and she's considered essential. So she goes in the morning, like at 6 o'clock in the morning to Acme when no one's in there and gets everything. She's like, I just buy, because I can't find anything here. Like none of our stores have anything.
So you go and do a pickup at her house of goodies that you need.
Not at her house. She's got like, like, do you need water? Do you need napkins? And I just go in her little like alcove in her kitchen and I'm like, I need napkins. I don't need water today. I need toilet paper. I don't need toilet paper. I don't need it. That's what I do.
Awesome.
Because the one day I had to go to Target, I said to the lady at Target, I legit need toilet paper. Like, what do you legit need toilet paper? Like, I'm not trying to put it. I legit need it. Because I do a subscription for Target. Like, they've always delivered my toilet paper and paper towels every month. So I didn't buy in the beginning because I was like, well, they're just gonna honor my subscription. Every month they have canceled my subscription. So
Did they tell you?
They tell me the day that it's going to be in like delivered.
Oh my gosh.
So it
See,
was
that's
canceled
wrong.
March. It was canceled April. My toilet paper and paper towels. So I was like, well, I didn't buy because I didn't want to do that. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
as long as my monthly comes, I'm fine because that we have enough to last us through the month. So I didn't want to go buy more. So I went to do like a drive up order. I said to the girl, I legitimately need toilet paper. Is there a way to get it? He's like, you got to come here at 8 o'clock in the morning.
What, and they fight people?
I went at 8 in the morning. People were waiting outside. You have to stand 6 feet apart. They wipe the carts down as you're walking in. Everybody went to the toilet paper section. There was like an end cap full of it. We all got it. I got a thing of Clorox wipes, paper towels, toilet paper. And by the time I left Target, it was gone.
Oh my gosh.
And there wasn't that much of it.
What day did you go?
A while ago. But every time I'm there, there's nothing there.
I need
heard
like cleaning products, and I keep looking for Clorox wipes. I was at CVS, and I'm like, okay, where am I supposed? But I didn't do the 8 o'clock thing, but I guess I should.
If you go first thing in the morning, hi Amanda.
Hi.
They typically have them then because that's what people want, all that stuff. So then they're all sold out after that. I mean, they were sold out by the time after 8.
And I heard you have to go around the whole store. You can't go and have right to go by the checkout. You have to go all the way around.
Yeah, there's arrows to follow.
Is that the one in Mantua you went to? Or did you go to Deborah?
No, the one in Mantua.
Yeah.
And I try to do pickup as much as I can, like drive up, you know, whatever. Like my cleaning products, I just try to do, or have it shipped, have it delivered. So I don't have to go in the actual store. It's just crazy. I went today for something like bathing suits for Nicholas because I don't want to take him with me, you know, and Stephen wasn't home. Nicholas was like, I miss the days when we could just walk through Target. I just miss walking through Target. I'm like, I know. One day we'll walk through Target again.
And go to Starbucks and get a coffee or a smoothie or
I
something.
know, without a mask, without gloves, without like, do you guys worry like when you're in the store? I'm like, I don't want to touch whatever I touch with my, I don't, you know, I wear like, I got to take the glove off to like look at my list on my phone and then put the glove back on. And then I take the glove off to get my debit card because I don't want to touch my stuff.
So why don't you just write it on a piece of paper and carry the paper?
You
know what I do? I grab everything with that wipe that you wipe down if you're in the food store that you wipe down with. I have it on my thing and then I grab everything off the shelves with that wipe.
Oh my God, it's so crazy.
I keep a small hand sanitizer in my pocket.
Yeah.
And for every couple items, I do my hands with the hand sanitizer.
I wear gloves.
The gloves aren't going to be any good, like, because they're going to get contaminated. You're going to forget. You're going to touch your face. And the gloves.
Oh my God. Jay, I'm like this in the store. My sleeves are like this because I don't want my sleeves to touch it. But my itch, I'm like, it's ridiculous.
Just use your hand sanitizer.
And then I take the glove off like this, and I hold it, and then I do what I got to do because I don't want to. And then I'm like, in my back. And then I put the glove back on.
What food store do you go shopping at? I got to go so I can film you.
Well, Acme has more. I think Acme has more than Shopper. I think I've been finding. And I don't typically go to Acme.
Yes.
But I've been finding that they have stuff. And my mom works for Acme in the home office. So she's been telling me like, you know, like we just got a thing of chicken in. So like a big thing from the distributor or whatever. They've been having more things because I usually go to Whole Foods and Whole Foods has nothing. Yeah. Whole Foods has like no chicken. Every time I go, their shelves are empty.
Has anybody ever gone to Rostelli's for meats?
Rostelli's is where I was going to say, I usually get my meat there around the holidays, but they have a different special every day. They have a different meat on sale. And I was just looking online to place an order for them because their meat is very good.
Okay. I look at the Amish market.
Yeah, we've gone there.
Yeah, I love their chicken. I think their chicken's delicious.
Yeah.
I just got roast to make chip steak sandwiches, and I got 4 pounds of ground meat and 1 pound so we can make hamburgers.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Nobody else has meat.
No, and at one point, I don't think they did either. I don't think they had meat either. But it's gotten a little better.
Getting delivery from Whole Foods from Amazon Prime. I put in an order, but it may be coming during this class.
Oh, if you have to get it. I did a whole order from Amazon, and because they won't deliver to me because I'm not in their range, but my mom is. So I was gonna have it sent to her house, and I got through the whole order. And then by the time I got through to it, it said they had no delivery windows set up. So I was like, oh my God, it just took me like 45 minutes. We went there by this point. So it's, you know, it's been different, but you know, you just gotta go through it. But I am looking for, okay, here's my announcement. So I'll go through them really quick because there's just a couple, and then we'll get started. So the immune boosting sale is still happening, 10 classes for $99. So don't forget about that if you need some classes. This Friday, doing another intro to yoga from 12. It's going to be from 12 to 1 this time. So it's still going to be 45-minute actual class. Same thing, pranayama, talking about breathing, breath work, a little bit of movement, meditation. And then we're going to do a 15-minute like Q&A after, in case people who are like brand new have questions, like, you know, why did we do that? What was that? I really didn't get it. Or if they have individual questions that they want to ask I can answer them. And so that's going to happen this Friday from noon to 1, and it is free. Also on Friday, the studio is sponsoring a free 15-day detox. So I was listening to the radio the other day when I was in the car, and the DJ was like, are you going to come out of this quarantine as a chunk, a hunk, or a drunk? And I was like, well, I may come out a little bit of all three. I don't know. I'm still doing yoga, but then I go eat like crap right after it. And Steven and I are just like sitting down, like watching TV every night. We're like, you want a drink? Yeah, you want a drink? Yeah, sure. Where are we going tomorrow? So, and you know, my kids are going to go back to school, and their teachers are going to say, what did you learn this quarantine? And they're going to say, I learned how to make my mom a martini. And that's what they're going to tell their so that's going to start on Friday. It's a 15-day detox. It's free. We've done this before. So those of you guys have been with the studio for a while, you know, we've done it before. It's on Facebook, and all the details are there. We do a Facebook support group. Suzanne provides recipes and like how to eat clean, and it's going to be for 15 days. And we have the classes going on for you guys to keep coming to the mat and, keep coming to your yoga. On Friday, May 8th, so next Friday, Brittany is teaching a class called Way of the Waves. It is from 6:30 to 8. It is inspired by the ocean, and I'm going to read you the description. This class beautifully blends several types of movement practices, allowing you to clear your mind, warm your body, and tap into the wisdom within. We will start with small movements and slowly build in a repetitive format until moving on to the next set of movements. You'll end class feeling radiant, uplifted, and centered. So that is from 6:30 to 8, Friday, May 8th. It's $25. If you can't do that time, but you still want to do the class, you can still sign up and you'll get the recording sent to you, okay? So that is everything that's going on here at the studio. We are going to begin seated. So I'm going to mute everyone. If you need to unmute and let me know if anything's going on audio-wise or video-wise, just let me know. I am excited because I got myself a space heater and it came today. So I have a little bit of heat. It actually came during the 9:15 class. I told Sherry I almost ripped the drawer open and ripped the box open and turned it on during class. But I did calm myself down. So we're gonna begin seated today. If you have your props, your blocks, bring them close to you. You may need them. We're going to move around a bit, get settled onto our mats. So just do your twists and your turns through your torso, do your twists and your turns through your neck and shoulders. It might be our first mindful movement today. If this is the first class you took, it was nice out today. Maybe you got to go out for a walk, or a bike ride, or a run. So, if you did, that was great. You got some sunshine on you. Do some shoulder shrugs too. Do some shoulder rolls. Do some neck circles. Do anything that feels good. You can even massage out your neck and shoulders. And when you're ready to find stillness, close your eyes. You can have the hands resting down or up. You can have them resting on the thighs, the knees, or in your lap. We're going to slide our shoulders back over our hips. So just kind of think if you were leaning back against a wall a little bit.
lift through the chest a little bit, and we're going to come right into our breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Allowing the rhythm of your breath to bring some comfort into your body. Our intention, our dharma for our practice this week is to find comfort. It's been really challenging to find comfort. All of our everyday lives have been so affected that everything we do seems to bring nothing but discomfort. Even our yoga practice, which brings us so much joy, so much serenity, also comes with it a little bit of discomfort because there are so many distractions to practicing in the home. We don't have our props, we don't have our heat. We can't fully disconnect from our world that we live in if we're still surrounded by it. We really, really have to dive a lot deeper inside. To block out everything that's happening around us, and there's so much. There's so many distractions. Major distractions, financial and physical health, to the minor, just how you food shop, get the things you need. Everything we do in a distorted way. And although we get by, it's not comforting. We have to find our own and make our own comfort. To allow your breathing right now, the stillness, to be that for you. So let that be your mantra tonight. I am comfortable. Seek it, capture it, maintain it. We're going to be here for about 3 more breaths. Bottom of your next exhale, release your hands by your hips. We're going to open up those eyes. We're going to inhale those arms all the way up to the sky. Big circle of energy with those arms as you inhale. the arms up as you exhale, twist to the right. The edge of your twist, you can stop, and then just release the arms down, draping the body with arms, and gazing over the right shoulder. Just a gentle twist, just warming up the torso, warming up all the muscles in the abdominal area, warming up the spine. We're going to take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're just going to unwind, come back to center, and frame the hips again with the hands. Inhale, reach those arms out and up. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, twist to the left. Find that edge. And then again, drape the body with the arms. And then settle into your twist. Breathe in. And then exhale, come back to center. We're going to extend our legs long. Stretch them out. We're going to move a little bit, warming up the hips, warming up the legs. So we're going to have our hands framing our hips. We're going to move between Paschimottanasana and Baddha Konasana, warming up the hip flexors. So we'll have the legs extended, and then we're going to lean on the hands slightly to bring the feet in for Baddha Konasana. And then extend the legs out. And then bring them in. So even though your torso will move, we don't want the torso to swing too violently because we want to control the core as much as we can. You can still have your hands connected to the mat. We also don't want the feet to drag too much back and forth because we want to work on strengthening the hip flexors. Okay, so you want to feel it right here in the front of the hip and in the lower abs. If you want to feel it more in your abdominals, you can take your hands to your heart and work your feet in and out from there. So 2 options, wherever you want to take it. We're going to do one more complete round. And with the legs extended, we're just going to fold ourselves over those extended legs. Keep the feet flexed. Keep the shoulders drawing down the back. Keep the belly pulling in. Inhale here. And then exhale. Start to lift. Draw the soles of the feet together. Thumbs inside. The balls of the feet. Sit up tall. And fold for Baddha Konasana. Keep those sit bones grounded because they're your anchor. Slowly inhale and rise. Keep the right leg in, extend your left leg. We're going to go between Janu Shirshasana on each side. So take the hands to frame the hips. Right leg in, left leg is long. And we're going to extend the right leg and pull the left in. And then just switch between both. Warming up those hips. If you want to add, again, that core element, you take the hands to the heart. And do one more time each side. And extend the left leg, bring the right leg in. Sit up tall and fold over your left leg. So feeling some energy in those hips flexors, okay? Right where the hip crease is. Feeling some energy in the lower abs. Now we're just creating some awareness in hamstrings. Pulling the belly in. If your mind starts to wander, just draw back to that mantra. I am comfortable. Take a full breath in. And then we'll exhale to release and switch sides. Exhale to fold. Deep breath in. And then exhale to release. We're going to make our way onto our mat for a little abdominal work. We're going to keep the left leg long and flex that foot. Right leg extends straight up to the sky. We're going to flex that foot strongly too. We're going to keep the low back pressing into the mat. Keep the belly button pushing toward the spine. We're going to reach those arms toward that left foot and rise up onto the very bottom tips of our shoulder blades. We're going to wrap the hands around the thigh. Try to either get prayer hands or at least grab the fingertips together. Release the hands, lower the right foot and lift the left leg. And wrap those hands around the thigh. And then we're just going to alternate lifting the legs and trying to grab the hands to touch around the thigh. We're moving slowly here. We're staying lifted in the chest and the torso the whole time. If you want to add a little bit more, try to hover that leg when you lower it instead of lowering it all the way down to the mat. If you want to add a little bit more than that, try to really wrap those hands around the thigh and get those palms to touch. Let that lift come from your belly, from your core. Good. One more on the left side. And then we'll pull the knees in and relax. We're going to plant that left foot flat, cross your right ankle over your left knee. You're going to pull that left knee into the chest. and flex through the left leg too. Reach those arms toward the bottom of the mat. Press the belly down into the mat, lift the chest, and we're going to bring the chest to the legs and the legs to the chest and come into this tight little ball for 10. Five more, keep squeezing, keep flexing, keep the back of the neck long. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale, release. Take a breath in. And sigh out. Cross your left ankle over your right knee, flex the foot. Pull that right knee into the chest, flex the right foot as well. Keep pressing the low back into the mat. Reach the arms forward. Use the belly, pulling down into the mat to lift the chest. And we're going to squeeze the knees into the chest and the chest to the knees. Come up into this tight little ball. Good. Keep breathing. 7 more. 3. One more round. Inhale. And exhale, release it out. Awesome job. With the knees bent, we're going to pull that right knee into the chest, reach for the outer edge of the right foot, and come into half happy baby. Slowly release the foot down. And then pull that left knee into the chest, reach for the outer edge of the foot, and come into half happy baby on that side. Slowly release. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. We're going to pull the knees into the chest and extend that left leg straight out from the hip, okay? So ideally, we want this low back pressing down into the mat, okay? So if you can, maybe have that leg about 45 degrees, but you adjust the height to where your low back is resting on the mat. So maybe it's got to be a little higher, okay? Maybe it can be a little lower for you depending on, your core strength. And then we're going to reach up again. And then we're going to do 5 crunches. We're going to do 5 on each side, but we're not going to take a break in between, okay? We're going to inhale, exhale, hold it. Inhale, extend, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, extend both legs long and switch back. Left leg crosses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend both legs. Pull both knees in. Reach for the feet. Happy baby. Breathe deeply into the pit of your belly to release those abs. Now we'll pull the feet in, pull the knees in, give ourselves a hug, give ourselves a squeeze. And we're going to rock up to Malasana. Okay? So rocking up and right into our yogi squat. Heels in, toes out. We're going to take this right arm in front of this right leg. and reach the left arm straight out. Opening up through those shoulders. Try not to reach that butt back. You want to keep those sit bones reaching straight down to the mat. Awesome, everybody. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, we're just going to go right to the other side. So the left arm's going to go right in front of that left leg. And that right arm's going to reach up to the sky. Deep breath in. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Release out those legs. Move around as much as you need to here. And then let's find some stillness. All right, yogis, let's take the feet to the hands. Okay. Tiptoes. You want to play around with your handstands, go for it. You want to do your tuck ups, you absolutely can. We're going to come up halfway. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Come up halfway. Hands to shins, fingertips to mat if you'd rather. And exhale, fold. And one more time. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees. And roll to standing. So we have no traditional salutations built into this flow. Tiny bit of a ladder flow in the salutations, but nothing really crazy. Okay, very comfortable poses that we all know, that we all do. So starting in mountain pose, legs, feet can be touching or feet can be hips width distance. Arms long by your side. We're going to inhale, reach those arms up overhead for tall mountain. We're going to exhale and fold, folding forward bend. Inhale to lift halfway, shins or fingertips. And exhale to your first flow. So step or float back, modify it if you need to, lower the knees. Take a kneeling up dog, take a cobra. Don't jump right into it if you don't want to. From downward dog, we're going to float the right leg straight up. We're going to exhale, plant that foot in between the hands. We're going to open out for warrior 2 on our inhale. Hips stay even. Arms are extended straight out from our shoulders. Shoulders down and then drawing together on the back so they're like pinching that spine. Belly and ribs pulling in. We have a nice deep bend in that front knee. Toes are not pressing down into the mat. The heels are pressing, legs drawing in toward one another. That right glute is really active because we're drawing that right knee back. Lots happening here. At the same time, it's more of one of our more comfortable postures that we settle into. We're going to inhale here and exhale into our flow. When you frame the foot, work on lifting that front foot instead of sliding or dragging it back. So that knee comes into the chest. So we work on lifting that foot. We don't want to be lazy in our transitions because when we do get back into the studio, we want to have some semblance of our practice. We're going to lift that left leg straight behind us. Remember, the hips stay in one spot, but the legs lift. And then plant that left foot in between the hands. Open out for warrior 2 on the inhale with control. So we midsection, okay, our torso is what lifts us up here. Perfect. bending nice and deep in that front knee. Thigh parallel to the mat. That's our goal, to have that left thigh parallel to the floor. We'll inhale, exhale, frame out the foot, lift it before you step it back to plank. Awesome. Keep the core in your transition so you're out of the low back and the hips. Good. As soon as you get to down dog, good. Take the feet to the hands, to toes, tuck ups, or handstands. Beautiful. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Tall mountain, inhale. We're going to exhale right back down to our fold. We're going to keep the energy down, and we're going to keep the heat building. Halfway lift. Exhale to flow. The right leg's going to lift straight back behind us. And we're going to plant that right foot in between the hands. We're going to open out for warrior two on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to come into side angle. So you have two options. Take the forearm to the thigh or go to extend it. Take the hand inside of that right foot. You can use a block. I know a lot of us have blocks now. Okay, we have our own props. So if you can reach the floor, go for it. Again, nice deep bend in the front knee, thigh parallel to the mat. Nice. Inhale. We're going to lift back up through warrior two just for that transition. And exhale, take your flow. Plant the hands, lift that foot before you step it back. Nice. You can lift, keep that leg lifted, okay, for 3-leg flow. Ekapada Vinyasa. And left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. Warrior two is your inhale. And exhale into your side angle or extended side angle. Okay, so if you're going to extend it, I want you to really use that elbow into that inner thigh. That is going to help you to twist. That helps keep the torso rotating to the sky. Good. Nice, Amanda. Keep rotating. Beautiful. Good. Everybody looks perfect. Awesome. Without pushing off that bottom hand, use the strength of your obliques. Lift back up to warrior two. And then exhale, take it back down into your vinyasa. From your down dog, take the feet to the hands. Awesome. Halfway lift. And then into your fold. Tall mountain inhale. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to flow. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. Warrior two, inhale. Exhale, side or extended side. Beautiful. Inhale, back up, warrior two, and exhale for triangle. Okay, so keep the top body leaning back. Beautiful. Awesome, Dean. No weight on the bottom hand if we can help it. We want those obliques in there. Awesome. And just like we did in the beginning where we leaned the shoulders back on the wall, we want to have that same sensation. And we're going to inhale back up through warrior two, using the strength of the midsection, and exhale into our flow. Good. Hold that chaturanga, yogis. I want you to hold it a little bit longer, okay? Hold it for that full exhale.
Left leg lifts, inhale. Plant that foot in between the hands. Warrior two, inhale. Extended or side angle on the exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Adjust your stance if you need to. Good. Keep the ribs pulling in. So think the ribs and the belly button, everything's sliding back toward the spine, okay? Everything's sliding back toward that imaginary wall. And you should be able to move that bottom hand without compromising your pose. So if you can move that hand without dropping down or sacrificing the twist, then you're good to go. Keep that length, keep that reach, especially on the left side. We're gonna lift back up to warrior two on the inhale, and on the exhale, find your vinyasa flow. Remember, find that chaturanga, hold it for that whole exhalation. Good, inhale to your up dog. This down dog will hold for about 3 breaths, so settle in, okay? Ground down through the fingertips, ground down through the heels if you can. Wrap those biceps forward. Open up through those shoulder blades. You're gonna feel yourself open up through the scapula as well. That's what we want. And we're gonna take the feet to the hands, tip toes, tuck ups if you can get those hips high, or handstands, awesome. Halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Tall mountain inhale, big deep breath in, arms overhead, and hands down by our sides for mountain pose. Beautiful. We're gonna inhale for chair. Weights in those heels, toes are light, and heels are reaching apart, inner thighs drawing together. So we really want this in the belly, we really want this in the glutes. Strong legs here. Take a breath in. We're gonna exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to flow. Good. Slow down that chaturanga, make sure you hold it, okay? Find that hover. Then inhale slowly to that up heart opener, okay? Right leg lifts, inhale. Warrior one on your exhale. Take that right foot in between the hands, lower the back heel, rise. We're gonna hold it here, so square the hips to the front. This pose is a little less comfortable, especially if we have hip stuff going on or any type of joint stuff with our ankles. If you have shoulder stuff going on, please feel free to modify here. So you can modify with, cactus arms. You can take your hands to your hips. You can take your hands back behind you. Anything that you need to do to make this pose more comfortable, please do it. We're gonna inhale here, reach those arms up just for that breath, and then exhale into our flow. So ideally, we exhale right into that chaturanga, right into that low plank. Left leg lifts, inhale. And plant that foot in between the hands. Lower the back heel, warrior one. Shorten the stance if you need to. That helps to square the hips to the front. So both of your hip points should be facing the front of your mat. Everybody looks good. Everybody that I could see looks good. Again, modify what you need to do with your hands. Press down through the heels, especially the left one. We should feel that left glute firing up. We'll inhale, reach those arms up overhead. And exhale right into our chaturanga if we can. Good. Take another breath here. And we're going to take the feet to the hands. So tiptoes, tuck ups if they're in your practice, or handstands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Chair pose on the inhale. hold your chair pose for a second. You have a couple options here, okay? You can stay here in chair pose, or you can fold forward and come into Bakasana and take crow. So if crow's in your practice, you have an option to arm balance. You'll hold it for 5. If you don't arm balance, you can hold your chair pose, okay? So we'll hold it here for 5. If you're going into crow, I want you to squeeze those knees together. I want you to bring those big toes to touch. I want you to bring those heels to your glutes. If you're in chair pose, heels drive apart, okay, and drive heavily into the mat. Inner thighs draw together. Rounding through that upper back in Bakasana. Awesome, Cher. Yogis in crow, you can shoot back to Chaturanga. Yogis in chair, you can fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, and then finish your flow. We'll all meet in down dog. Right leg lifts straight back behind you. Exhale, plant that foot in between your hands. Warrior 1 on your inhale. Hands to hips straight in the front leg. Set yourself up for pyramid. And then we're going to fold over that front leg. Lift the chest and fold. It's very difficult to self-align in pyramid. Okay, whoever I could see looks good, because it's hard with the angles and all that stuff. So let it go. Let all the crazy alignment stuff go. We have to. Okay. Go with what you feel. If you don't feel it super deep in the right hip or the right hamstring, press the right hip a little further back. Okay. If you feel it too much, shorten the stance. Bring blocks under your hands. We're going to slowly start to release. Bend through that front knee, lift the torso, come back to warrior 1 on our inhale. And exhale right back to flow. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. Warrior 1, inhale. Good, hands to hips, straighten front leg, set up for pyramid pose. And fold over when you're ready. Just try to feel it. Remember, yoga is about uniting our body with our mind. Okay, so a lot of times, I know I do, I am so caught up in the alignment of the pose. That is like my thing, being perfectly aligned for my body. And sometimes it's too much for me and I can't disconnect from that. This is kind of helping me to do that. So just feel it in your body. If you feel a deep stretch in the left hamstring, then just relax into the pose. It's okay. Slowly start to release, bend through that left knee, lift back up for warrior 1. Inhale deeply, and then exhale, come back down for your flow. Take a breath here. All right, let's take the feet to the hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Chair pose, inhale. Good. Breathe. All right. Again, you can fold for Bakasana, take another arm balance, or you can come into folding forward bend, okay? So you have another shot to practice arm balance, or you can come into folding forward bend. You can grab ragdoll, grab the elbows for ragdoll, or grab your peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes. If you're in Bakasana, remember, really round through the upper back. Shift the weight forward. You want to really squeeze those knees together. Bring the big toes to touch and bring the heels to the glutes. Good. Crows, you can shoot back. Folding forward bends, you can release any binds you have, elbow or toes. Come up halfway on the inhale. And then exhale into your flow. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts on the inhale. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. Warrior one is your inhale. Good. Straighten the front leg, exhale for pyramid pose. Bend the front knee, inhale to rise for crescent lunge. Lift the back heel, come into a little bit of a balance challenge. Pull the belly in. So if you need to bend the back knee to make sure that you have that core connection, that the low back is long, I want you to do that. Take a full breath in and exhale, release it out, take your vinyasa. Remember, lowering only halfway, so you take your body, your upper body, in line with your upper arm for your chaturanga, okay? Good. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. Warrior one is the inhale. Pyramid is your exhalation, so straighten the front leg and fold. Good. And then inhale, rise for crescent. Breathing. Breathing in. Exhale to release into your vinyasa. It's actually our last flow. So you can skip it or you can take it because it's our last vinyasa. So you can hang a down dog. You could take a child's if you need a child's. Okay? If you want to play around with like a few handstands, you could do that too. Whatever you need. If you need a sip, you can take a sip. That was awesome, Dave. You had some hang time there. So far, nothing pretty uncomfortable. Postures that we went through weren't that really foreign or creative, right? So we'll take like another breath. Then we're gonna work on some upper body, okay? And I'll do it with you guys. So from your down dog or your child's pose, we're gonna work our way into plank, okay? So hands under shoulders. Upper back is rounded. You have that cat back going on in the upper back. Quads are active, so if we engage the quads, we help the lower abs, we support them, okay? Holding here, one more breath. Rolling over to the outer edge of the right foot, we can stag or stagger the feet for right side plank. Right hand down, left arm lifts.
Inhale. Exhale, left forearm down, right forearm down, walk your feet in, dolphin pose. Elbows right underneath the shoulders, squeeze those elbows down into the mat, belly pulls in. Walk the feet back, forearm plank. Keep the upper back rounded. Press through those heels. Engage the quads. Start to roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, stack or stagger feet. Left forearm, side plank. Take a deep breath in. Right hand down, left hand down, plank pose. Roll into the outer edge of the left foot again. Left hand side plank. Right forearm down, left forearm down, dolphin pose. Walk the feet in. Dolphin brings up a lot of discomfort. We talk about that in class. Breathe through it. Remember your mantra. I am comfortable. Breathe through it. Walk the feet back, forearm plank. And roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Left arm up, right forearm, side plank. Left hand down, right hand down, plank pose. One more wrap. And we'll lower those knees. And find child's. Go anywhere here that brings comfort to the body. Reconnect to your breathing. We'll be here for another breath or two. You guys can start to come back up. So, some options for our peak pose tonight, because we always have some options. We have an arm balance, and we have a balance challenge. And then we can just be in the part of our peak pose where we kind of begin both of them. So you can gauge where you want to be, someplace, you know, really gentle, where you work your own intensity. You can work a little deeper into a stretch and a balance challenge, or work yourself into an arm balance. So it's up to you. We're all going to begin wherever we go in a standing pigeon pose. So you're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. If you want to watch me first before you do it, that's totally fine. If you want to do it while I'm doing it, that's fine too. So you'll be here, and you know, this might be enough for you to be here. Okay? You can go to the wall and do it. You can take one hand to the wall, remove the balance, and just work on bending through the standing leg and pressing on that right thigh to open the hip. Okay? And that feels good on that side. When you do that, and that's a great place to stay. If you want to go a little deeper, you can start to lower down. If you have blocks, you can take your blocks down. And you can get your hands to wherever your hips are going to allow you to squat. Okay? The deeper the squat, the deeper the hip stretch. Okay? So you work your way into it. You want to bend deeply through this leg. You eventually want to lift that hip up and come into a deep squat. We call it a toe stand. In your toe stand, you're going to have your heel placed right in between your sit bones. Your belly's engaged. Everything in your body is directing energetically upward and not down toward that left foot. Gaze is really important here. And maybe we work on lifting one hand off the mat at a time to find our balance. Okay, it's really, really hard, really, really difficult. There's a lot going on. Okay, so maybe you don't release the hands off the floor or your blocks. Maybe you're just here in this deep squat. And this is where you want to be. You're going to do it on both sides. If you want to be in the standing pigeon, make sure you do standing pigeon on both sides. If you're doing flying pigeon, you're going to start off in your standing pigeon. You're going to take your hands down to your mat, hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to take this right foot and you're going to hook it around this right tricep. This right foot needs to be really active in the hook, okay? And we lean this whole right shin across both upper arms. And then eventually, you're able to lift that left. So maybe it just, the heel comes to the glute. And maybe eventually that leg will fly. Okay. So make sure we work on both sides. If you want to unmute and ask me questions, you can. That's no problem. Nice, Dane. Awesome. You had hang time. That was great. Good, Jen. Breathe through it.
Jack, the foot that we're balancing on, should that be staying flat?
No, the foot that you're bouncing on, the heel's lifted and you're on the ball of the foot.
All right, so I can't, all right. And I'm trying
So
to
that heel,
straight down, right?
that heel is right in between your sit bone.
And go straight down, right?
Yeah, no, you can lean forward. You can lean, you can come onto the mat. Like you can bring your hands in front of you. Look, Jen, you can come down this way. So if you're here, come this way.
Go forward.
Yeah, you can go forward and then lower.
Okay.
And then once you're down and you have that heel where it's got to be, then you can work your hands back. Good. Yeah, flex your foot, Amanda. You got it. You got it. Keep coming. Keep coming. You got it. And remember, so listen, you want that heel. It's not going to be on your sit bone. It's right. It's like right in between. It's like up your butt crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we should be able to balance just on our foot. Like we should be able to let go of the blocks.
Yeah, eventually. Eventually. But here's what has to go into that. You know, your belly pulls in.
I did it for a second.
You did it for a second. That counts. Your belly pulls in, right? You have this lightness on that heel where like you're not resting everything down on it. There's like a lightness here. Okay?
I totally thought your heel was down the whole time.
No, my heel
I
is
was like, no way.
my heel is lifted because it's called toe stand. So I'm balancing on the ball of my foot, and my heel is like right. It goes right in between your butt cheeks is where it goes. I'm saying sit bones because I'm trying to be like nice, but you can imagine where it goes, right? And then, but what I'm not doing is sitting and dumping all the way down. I'm lifting up, pulling all the weight up. So it's hard. It's really hard. You have to really breathe and you have to really focus, like laser focus your eyes on something that's not moving and block everything else out. And then maybe just get one hand off.
2 seconds on that side, Jack.
Yeah, awesome. A lot. It is a lot. Believe me when I tell you. Like that's harder than flying pigeon.
Oh, see, now I thought this was easier than the flying pigeon thing.
Now. Good, 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 good. You got it, Amanda. Breathe, focus. Yep.
That's what I did, the one arm at a time, and I got it on both up.
Awesome. It's hard. It's very hard. It's a lot. All right, let's come on to our back. Take some time to cool down. We'll come on to the back. We have some options for what we want to do here. So we can take traditional happy baby, like we did earlier, which is always feels good, okay? Or we can take a half pigeon and a half happy baby. So if you want to try it, you cross your right ankle over your left knee, and then pull your left knee into your chest and reach for the outer edge of your left foot and pull that knee into your chest. So you're in this half pigeon with the right leg, half happy baby with the left. Not required, just an option. If you hate it, go in happy baby. If you're in your half pigeon version, release it out, switch sides. If you're in happy baby, you can come out and take a recline down angle. Slowly release our half happy baby. We're all gonna hug our knees into our chest, releasing out the low back.
extend our left leg long. Keep the right knee pulled in. And move into our single leg twist. Inhale back to center. And exhale, extend the right leg. Pull the left knee in. And then exhale into our twist. Inhale back to center. Extend our left leg long. Extend your arms long by your side. Take up as much space on your mat as you can. And then put on your layers. Use any props that you need to make your final pose and more comfortable. We'll release our breath. We'll allow it to flow freely in the body. If your mind wanders during your final rest, just bring it back to your mantra, I am comfortable. And start to deepen our breath. And slowly draw awareness back to the body. arms overhead and take a full body stretch. And slowly hug the knees into the chest. And let's make our way to seated. Either rolling to one side and pressing up or rocking ourselves up. Hands come in front of our heart. Bow our chin to our fingers. And last sign of gratitude for our practice. Gratitude that we can still come together and still find a way to practice through all this. Still keep the energy flowing and still keep our community connected. Simply bow forward, sealing in our practice. Namaste, yogis. Thanks for joining me. Have a great night. Have a great week.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Bye, guys.
Namaste, Jack. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You doing the same thing on Thursday?
Yeah.
9?
What?
9 a.m. or 9:15?
9:15.
All right, I love that class. I might join you.
You going to come in the morning?
Yeah, I might. I'm so like fat and out of shape. Like
Shut up. You are not. I just watched you for an hour.
My gym is closed. I started doing like sit-ups. I mean, it's so stupid. This was awesome. I love this class.
Good. I'm glad.
I usually hate those things in the beginning, but loved it. All right, thanks, girlie. I'll see you Thursday.
All right. I'll be here.
Bye.
All right. Say hi to Joe for me.
Bye.